Welcome to Fantasy Shot Callers Live. I'm your host, Chef Dunna, number one stunner, and I got my boy JT to the left of me. What it do? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living after 3 weeks of fantasy football in the books?
Yee.
Thank you. That's our show for today. See y'all later.
Yay! Yay!
Yeet yay. Yeet yay. Yeet yay.
Yeah, no, it's been good for me so far. Actually, I think I'm doing better in redraft than I am in Dynasty. It's been fun. It's been fun being proven correct.
Yes, I'm sure. It has not been that great for I, but that is okay. It's only week 3. Don't panic. It's only week 3.
Well, it's week 4 now.
Well, yeah. Don't panic if you're 0-3.
Well, panic. I love it.
Speaking of panic, let's talk about the biggest thing that happened last week. Mike McDaniels decided to do the most honorable thing for the most unhonorable coach by not kicking a field goal and setting a record. And instead, they left. They kneeled and went home. What's up, Albert?
Should have kicked that bitch.
Yeah, especially because it was Sean Payton.
Yeah. You're not going to try to backdoor me out of my job with Tom Brady and live to see it.
Yeah, exactly. What would you have done?
I'd have scored another touchdown.
I mean, like breaking the record, not breaking the record. I mean, there's got to be some juice in that.
I think the point was made, so I understand why McDaniel didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
There is something in like I could have broken the record, but I chose not to. Just want to let you know I could have still whooped your ass with Mike White. And I don't know, is it Chosen Anderson or is it Robbie Chosen? Do we have an answer on this?
We're just going to choose Chosen.
Even he got in the mix.
Didn't he score a touchdown?
Yeah, he scored like a 68-yard bomb from Mike White.
Sick.
Who how the fuck did the Jets let him go?
I don't know. I was not very happy when he dipped last year.
Dude, Douglas and Salah might get fired because they chose to keep Zach Wilson as a backup QB, and he ain't even that.
Well, they went out and got Tim Boyle. Why?
That's Aaron Rodgers' caddy.
His caddy.
That's his caddy. He just likes it.
I guess so. I
guess that's his caddy. He's like,
makes sense.
Hold my beer, make sure it's cold. Or maybe in his case, go get my ayahuasca.
Hell yeah. Let's see. You want to go over some panic chambers people players were panicking on as of week 4 approaches?
Mike Williams.
Well, I mean, that's not fair.
He gone. I think there's, I don't know if there's anyone I'm like completely panicked. I think maybe at the top of the list, a guy that was probably like a first round redraft guy, Derrick Henry. And I know he faced Cleveland this week without Peter Skoronski, and we kind of knew that was a bad matchup, but I'm just not liking Tennessee as a whole there. I think Tennessee's offense is severely lacking, and they kind of need everything to go right for them to have a productive day. I think that's something that's going south a little bit there. I have a hot take about the panic chamber, and people might be a little shocked at this. And this is definitely early. This is definitely like looking down the line here. But what if the Vikings keep losing here? And, say they do trade Kirk Cousins, which I'm not saying he's going to the Jets, but I'm saying let's say they do trade him, because the Jets aren't the only team that needs a QB. Atlanta,
Well,
Desmond
and
Ritter.
he's in a contract year, so it's just rent a QB for half a
Right.
season.
He can just walk.
Yeah.
Desmond Ritter, definite panic guy. I could
Uh-huh.
see Cousins being a massive upgrade there in Atlanta. Now, and everyone's just like, oh, Cousins to the Jets. I don't really see that too much because how are you going to say Kirk Cousins goes to the Jets, right? Takes us to the divisional playoffs or hell, maybe even the conference championship.
Mhm.
How are we going to just go back to Aaron Rodgers
I mean, that's
afterwards?
what I'm saying. Pretty
Like, how does
easy.
that work?
I
You
mean,
think so?
I think it's pretty easy. It's rent a quarterback. He's
I don't
on a
know, man.
contract. We trade for him, whatever. I mean, we can't give up much for him.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know.
we go back to Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we need like
that'd be kind of messed up. They used the 30 million he gave back and they use it to get Kirk Cousins. But the guy that
I
I'm
mean, if
kind of
Aaron Rodgers really wants the Jets to win and is all in on the Jets, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, right. The guy that so getting back to who I'm a little concerned about Jefferson
Okay.
because he doesn't have his contract.
Mhm.
And I'm not panicking. Look, you have him, you start him. Like he's the best fantasy player, dynasty or redraft. But I'm a little concerned about are they going to shut him down early? And that's going to be in like fantasy playoffs. What happens if they go from Kirk Cousins to whoever the fuck the backup is? I don't know who it is. Is it Nick Mullins? I don't know. But I'm just saying you're
No.
depending on him to produce like the 101. And I could see a scenario if Minnesota keeps losing, he may be playing halves, he might be playing 3/4. He doesn't have that contract. It's a little bit of I'm cautiously scared to where like if I'm in redraft, I am half considering to take the bag
Mhm.
because I mean, you can get the world for him right now. But it's just one of those things where it's like where real life football is kind of coming into fantasy where it's like,
Mhm.
fuck, if the
Yeah.
Vikings keep losing and they want to lose tank for Caleb Williams, are they going to play Justin Jefferson? Which with that defense, it may not matter.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. If y'all haven't already, smash that like, smash that subscribe. It goes a lot further than you think. What's up, Draco? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Do I trade Diggs for Puka, Miles Sanders, and Tank Dell?
Wow. Well, I'm assuming this is redraft because
Yeah.
Dynasty's probably a fuck no for me. I'm not giving up Diggs. I mean, look, there's a lot of things that come into play here. Look, if you're 1-2 and you need to fill a flex spot and you want to diversify, I think Puka's still going to have. I think Puka's going to have a role even when Cup comes back, and I don't think Cup's. Are we sure Cup's coming back next week? That's not a given. Miles Sanders, I'm not a Miles Sanders guy. I think he was one of the most overrated guys coming into the season, but if you're just going to throw him in the deal, that's fine. Tank Dell, I mean, last 2 weeks balling
He's
out.
been legit.
So, and they don't have, I mean, Nico Collins is there, but Stroud's that guy, man. So in redraft, if I really, really needed another starter, I would consider it. Dynasty is a no for me. But see, like my philosophy here is like I wouldn't really trying to be trading Diggs here.
Yeah.
I would be trying to parcel someone else into other pieces. But
And I mean, in the next, let's see, in the next 8 games, the Texans only have 2 favorable matchups for wide receivers. Like I never counted out the Steelers. They got the Falcons after that. Saints, Panthers, the Bucks, and the Cardinals are the only 2 defenses I think that they have any viable chance of being like relevant like the past 2 weeks.
I think the Panthers are down J.C. Horn right now, and they look really vulnerable against Seattle. I'm not putting Tank Dell. He's not like DK, but Lockett had a pretty good day. I would say Carolina without J.C. Horn is a vulnerable secondary. But yeah, no, it's a fair point. Like Tank Dell's schedule is going to get harder.
Yeah, and there's a good amount of mouths to feed at the next week could be Nico Collins.
Sure.
I mean,
Dalton Schultz.
We still haven't talked about John Mechie. I mean, maybe it's sailed, but there's, I mean, still Robert Woods. I mean, there's
Bobby
still,
Trees.
Yeah,
I think Tank Dell's probably the guy there, but
me too.
I'm not willing to make that bet by giving up Diggs. Diggs is still, if we did a redraft right now for redraft, if we redid it, he's still probably going in the first round. He's not.
I'm
still probably going in the first round.
Yeah.
So I like Diggs a lot there. I think he's going to go off this week against Miami.
Yeah. Joey B, Panic Chamber.
I liked what Cincinnati did. He got out of it. The Rams defense isn't, elite by any stretch of the imagination. They had him at home, but if they're going to use Chase creatively like that, I think he'll be fine. I am neutral, not panicking, but I'm not jumping to buy either. Dynasty, buy him if you have, if you can.
What's up, little bro 17? Would you trade London and Warren for Akers and Christian Watson?
Wow.
I mean, it's basically London for Christian Watson, I think.
Well, there's a lot of noise that, everyone thinks Jaylen Warren's going to take over Najee's job, and I don't particularly see that.
I really think Jaylen Warren has been in right place, right time for 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, he's getting in there on passing downs. He definitely looks more explosive, and I'm someone who was really high on Najee. I thought the Steelers O-line would be much better, but it's another season of getting Matt Canada there.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to think about it too. Like, two big pieces of that O-line are new to the NFL. And it doesn't take just 1 or 2 games for a lot of players, a lot of rookies, to get adjusted to the best players from every single college in the country. So, like, for Broderick Jones and Darnell Washington, I think it's going to take a couple games, and it may take to week 5 if you can muster it. So I'm not giving up on Najee just yet, but nevertheless, let's get back to this trade.
Yeah, no, but you're right. Just really quick on Najee there, like, he played San Francisco week 1. That no one's really run on them. No one's really run on them. And then we have Cleveland, which is a top 5 unit right now.
Yeah.
Maybe even top 3. I mean, Schwartz has been doing great there. He finally has unlocked, because Cleveland's had a lot of talent on defense for a while now, and he's kind of unlocked it. So, you got to assume that they're going to, that the schedule is going to lighten up a little bit. I'm not on Akers. Again, we've been saying this for the same reasons that we're not on Madison, that we weren't on Madison. I think they apply to Akers. That's a passing offense. They're just going to keep passing the ball. And I do think that he probably gets like 45 to 50% there. So it really comes down to, do I want Drake London or do I want Christian Watson? I would probably keep London. I would keep London, at least for this package. I'm open to moving him. His market's probably a little bit down right now. But I think Atlanta's going to go to Heineke. And I think Heineke can get London the ball. He's getting one-on-one matchups. You see him and Pitts on tape. They're winning their matchups left and right. It's just a matter of, I know Ritter's your boy, but it ain't looking.
It ain't working. Yeah, for sure.
It ain't looking good.
I'm happy and booked. I have Taylor Heineke as well. So
yeah, it's gonna be Heineke. It's gonna be Heineke time very, very soon.
And he made Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, even Antonio Gibson at times fantasy relevant. And I really think for Arthur Smith, he's a poor man's Ryan Tannehill. And so
100%.
I think it could work out.
He's athletic. Heineke is, outside of the MAGA shit, he's kind of like the ideal dual threat quarterback in some ways for fantasy. He's going to run the ball. Now, his arm is kind of like whatever, but he's a one-read guy. He knows what to do. He knows who to get the ball. That's what backup quarterbacks do. You get your studs the ball.
And, you get the studs the ball, and the 2 studs are freakish athletes. Like,
Yeah.
That's
No,
three
100%.
freakish athletes.
Oh, yeah. Bijan.
Yeah. What's up, Billy? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Have to start two. Nico Collins, MT, Javante, or Hopkins?
Wow.
I'm starting Javante this week.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was funny. I left a comment on Rob's page where he was like, "Is A-Chain a lock moving forward?" And I was like, "Is he a lock moving forward?" And I was like, "Anyone playing the Broncos is a lock moving forward." And someone was like, "So should I start Bears players next week?" And in my head I was like, well, actually, anyone who's playing the Bears is a lock now moving forward as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, look, out of those four guys, I'm probably going Nico and Javante. Yeah, I can't in confidence start MT there. Jameis didn't look great. I know he just got thrown into the game, but still, it's a tough defense. Damn, that's tough. But how do you trust Javante? Like, you got P. Ryan, you got they give McLaughlin the ball on the goal line. Who does Tennessee have?
Where's Tennessee? Man, Tennessee has the Bengals, so yeah, I do not like DeAndre Hopkins.
That's kind of tough there.
Yeah. Let's go back. So I'm saying Javante and Nico personally.
I'm gonna go Nico and Michael Thomas. I can't trust the Broncos.
Okay. So Draco's saying my team is Lamar, Achan, Damian Pierce, Diggs, Reek, Ingram, and DJ Moore. Okay. Do I trade Diggs with Tank Dell? No, stay put.
I would try to piece down from A-Chain, if anything. Because I don't think you're going to get much for Damian Pierce. Whatever. It's A-Chan?
Yeah, he came out and said it's A-Chan.
Really? You're not fucking with me?
No, I'm not.
All right. Well, the Dolphins rookie QB.
Running back,
yeah. That toilet bowl took my soul, man.
Yes, it did.
I would probably try to move from, what is it, A-Chan? Usually I'm good with names. What the hell is going on here?
I don't know.
A-Chan, I'd probably try to parcel down off of him. And it's not that I think he's a fluke or anything. I just, people have outsized expectations right now. Yeah. Like, I saw him go for 2 firsts in a dynasty league, and I was like, what? Do you guys not understand? You don't want to buy at a peak? Like, he just played the worst defense that we've seen in a while, and an offensive coordinator that was trying to prove a fucking point.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Nino? Trade Higgins for Amari Cooper? I would.
Redraft? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No, snap. Snappy. Give me that.
What's up, Tequila Wolf? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Y'all like Sanders for Madison and half PPR? No. Not in Miles Sanders.
I would like a different running back.
I would, yeah. What's up, Kyle? How we doing? How we feeling and how we living? Trade Garrett Wilson for DJ Moore and Kyron Williams, full PPR.
No, you can't give up on Garrett Wilson. Don't make the same mistake I did last year. I dropped him in our league. I still made it to the finals.
Yeah, because I started him against you.
I dropped him. We got
the biggest bitch in the world here. What up?
Oh, we should review Jared's trade.
Oh, yes, we should.
We should review Jared's trade. It's actually, I thought it was the most even trade I've seen.
I liked it.
I just wanted to know, how the fuck did the fab get in there? Like, was that what swung the deal? Is that what swung the deal?
Yes. Exactly.
I want to know.
Nino's asking, is Evans a bench against Saints this week? My wide receiver room is Diggs, Higgins, Pittman,
Higgs.
I would, let's see. No, I would start Evans over Higgins.
I would start Evans over Higgins or Pittman.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't start him over Higgins. Higgins has Tennessee. Tennessee has no one in their secondary.
Bro, Joe Burrow is all fucked up.
Hey, you watch your mouth.
Yeah,
Dude,
he
you
can't
watch
move.
your mouth.
He can't even move in the pocket, let alone
You
outside
watch your
the
mouth.
pocket.
You watch your mouth.
Literally like hike, throw, hike, throw, hike, throw, hike, throw, hike, throw, hut, throw, hut, throw. That's it. And that quick.
They're going to get him on the good stuff. They're going to get him on the good. They're going to get him on that. Pop him with some steroids.
Jared saying, no, baby, I'm all about small moves.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Joe Burrow.
Pittman's got the Rams at home.
Mm-hmm.
And Evans I don't know how you could bench Mike Evans right now.
Yeah.
Especially with Baker, who's just like at least 4 to 5 throws a game where he's like, fuck it. Mike Evans is down there somewhere.
Let's go over some injuries. So obviously Mike Williams out for the season. Just another one bites the dust. But there are a couple that are a little iffy, like how Brian Dable is just saying, "Oh yeah, Saquon's day to day," and
he's not
on Monday.
He's
obviously he's not. Yeah, even Saquon came out and said he has a high ankle sprain and he should be out for 3 weeks. So plan accordingly, and do not think you're going to be able to start Saquon in week 4. Let's see. Last week, Jamal Williams went on the IR. So sign me up for Kendre Miller next week. We'll see how him and Alvin Kamara coexist this week.
I did like his burst off handoffs, but I think that's going to be the AK show. Actually, someone offered me a 2025 first for Kamara, and I'm like hesitating. I'm like, I don't know. I think I want to ride that out. I think Kamara is going to be
first for Kamara.
2025 first, yeah. I'm kind of like, damn. Do I take that?
You have Kamara.
I have Kamara.
Yes, take that first.
Yeah, I might need him to win, so I might not. I think Kamara is going to be fine. Even Jameis, Carr don't matter, especially with Carr. So here's the thing: if Carr comes back and he's got a compromised shoulder, he's going to have to check it down.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not Kendre Miller. It's a nice speculative buy. Jimmy G's in concussion protocol. Looks like he's trending towards playing.
Aiden O'Connell.
Derek Carr. I'd be surprised if Carr plays this week. Just because, Jameis is a capable backup. You should be able to plug him in for a week against Tampa. Ooh, little Jameis revenge game, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. I don't know.
Maybe we'll just substitute Jameis for in here.
That I think this could be an audition for Jameis too. No, like goes out, has a big game against Tampa. The Jets come over, offer like a 3rd round pick.
Every Jet fan everywhere.
Dog. Jets fans would literally riot at the first 4 interception game he has.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Actually, this might be the perfect time to get Jameis Winston because we're watching Zach Wilson. Fuck it. I'd take a shot on fuck it. Give me Jabu.
Who?
Jabu wins.
All right. Thursday Night Football is tomorrow, and it is a battle of the NFC North with the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Jared really wants Jameis to the Jets. That's the last we'll speak of that. So that's another injury we're looking at, right? Aaron Jones, will he play? He's trending to play tomorrow night. And then David Montgomery did get a limited practice in today as well. So we'll see what happens. I don't know, but it obviously shows that they don't want Jahmyr Gibbs to be the dude right now. Gibbs is going to have the same role, no matter who starts in front of him for right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think you know, at least so far, man, I think we put so much on rookies, and there are some transcendent guys. Like Bijan is that guy, man. He comes in and he's just ready out the box. I'm not like all out on Gibbs. I just think it's going to take some time for him to adjust to the NFL game, and clearly it's showing. You know, Detroit's kind of has the training wheels on him a little bit there, and this is a good Green Bay Packers defense.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be a tough matchup. And we're coming off, Green Bay shut down New Orleans run game pretty well. And vice versa. The Lions kind of shut down a good running attack with the Falcons. So you're asking about Aaron Jones, and it's like, I don't know if I want to run a compromised Aaron Jones out there.
Yeah.
Especially with them, like, I don't know, they give it to Dylan, they give it to Patrick Taylor. Let's see where Aaron Jones kind of fits in there. You're hoping he takes a screen pass to the house there, but I'm not optimistic about Aaron Jones there. Gibbs, I don't know. I think we might see another, like, what he finished, RB 25 this week. That sounds about right for this week as well. We'll see. I'm not jumping to start Gibbs. I just don't see it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I really think that I've thought this since day one. I didn't think Gibbs was going to be it, at least for the beginning half of the season. So it's going to be tough. And I really think that, well, I know because it's been proven, and I've been proven right, that AJ Dillon's not that dude. Even when Aaron Jones is out of a game, like out for the game.
Yeah, right.
He's
a plotter.
Overplayed by 5th, 6th, and undrafted players.
Now, there is one angle that I think, we didn't touch on with Gibbs. Maybe they were saving him to give him a workload for this game.
Yeah,
maybe. Because we've seen teams do that where, like, if you have a Thursday night game, you reduce your RB1's workload on that Sunday to utilize them more on Thursday.
Yeah, that's true.
And we just kind of saw that with CMC, where Elijah Mitchell finally got some run, and he looked pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
So I don't know there. So that could be in play. Maybe they were saving Gibbs. They wanted to use Craig Reynolds there.
Well, they used Bam Knight.
Did they?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So I would say if Demont doesn't play, I would fire up Gibbs. If Demont doesn't play, I'd fire up Gibbs.
Noah's asking Kenneth Walker and Cup for Higgins, Tank Dell, and Moss.
Wow.
It's like, for me, it's like you've waited this long for Cup.
I mean, that's a pretty good package, though, for Cup, man.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably make that. I don't want to give up Kenneth Walker, but as of right now, I kind of see that as just Kenneth Walker for Higgins, Tank Dell, and Zach Moss. So, yes.
Laporta
probably
or Ingram this week?
Ingram.
Same. Javonte Williams or Miles Sanders? Javonte.
Throw up. Javonte. I'd go Javonte there.
Rashad White or James Conner? James Conner.
So Conner's got San Fran. Rashad White doesn't really have a much better matchup in New Orleans. Woo, Conner, because I know Arizona's going to try to run the ball.
Yeah. Geno or Joe Shiesty? I'm going Geno.
Seahawks have the Giants on the road on Monday night. Bengals have Tennessee at home. If this was years past, I would say Tennessee's defense is just too scary. But after just watching Deshaun Watson look like prime Deshaun Watson against that secondary, I'm kind of thinking, I'm not getting cute here. I'm going to roll Burrow. I'm going to roll Burrow there.
And he wanted to know Rashad White or James Conner rest of the season. James Conner.
Oh, got it. Still Conner. The Bucks have the highest holding rate as an offensive line. They're still they've had some issues there. Their best players are on the outside. They have to throw to win. At least with Connor, what's the worst case scenario? He gets traded somewhere mid-season. And even if he doesn't, he has a defined role. They are running him. They are running the ball. You got to go with where the opportunity is. I'm rolling Connor there.
Exactly. Do you squirt ketchup on your hot dog, or do you drive it with a Mustang?
I think it's mustard.
Yeah, come on, bro. Jesus, just go with the fucking joke. Mustard all the way.
Yeah, mustard.
All right.
Especially if it's spicy mustard.
Spicy
big
mustard.
Fan of. So you got me. You're the one who got me into hot mustard from fucking McDonald's. You son of a bitch.
Hell yeah. And we can thank the sandwich god for that one.
I fucking put that on McGriddles now, and
hell yeah.
I go into a food coma for like 45 minutes where I'm just like, my stomach hurts, but it's worth it.
So let's talk a little bit about and Edgar just texted me that he wants McDonald's now. Perfect. Great. Grand. And so let's talk a little bit about
oh yeah, bro. That sounds great. Bro. We should get McDonald's.
The wide receiver room for the Green Bay Packers is going to be a little heavier this week because Christian Watson is suspected to come back. I still like Romeo Doubs as the number one option there. I think Christian Watson is the deep ball threat to Romeo Doubs, possession receiver.
I'm interested to see kind of what dimension does this add to that offense. I have Watson over Dobbs still. Okay. I think Dobbs is more of a possession guy there, and in that offense, what LaFleur is trying to do is he's trying to establish the run and stretch the defense and stress the edges to set up play action bombs. And I think that, that's what they're going to consistently do. And in their weak division, I think there's going to be shots there, especially with the Lions losing CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
So I probably am going to roll with Watts. I have Watson over Dobbs. I think, I'm expecting like Mike Evans light from Christian Watson. That's kind of how I view him. That was kind of his draft comp coming out. It was Mike Evans-ish, Mike Evans light. Mike Evans, and to be very clear, he is not Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a Hall of Fame receiver that got fucking Johnny Manziel a fucking Heisman trophy. Let's make that very fucking clear. That Heisman should have gone to Mike Evans.
For sure.
But I'm cautiously optimistic, and this is coming for someone who was very low on Watson throughout the offseason.
For sure. Tequila Wolf, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for the subscribe. And if you haven't already, smash that like and smash that subscribe. We do it for you. Fantasy is life. You know what it is. Kyle, how we doing? How we feeling? How we living? What to do with Garrett Wilson? Well, you can't really sell him right now because we don't really enforce the rule of sell something when there's no market for it. So I'm holding personally. They're gonna have no choice. They're gonna do something. There's gonna be something. They have to do something, or they're just wasting prime years of prime players.
Well, they took one step. They got Trevor Siemian, and look, like that's like, the tofu option at quarterback, getting Trevor Siemian. But in this, it pains me to fucking say this. It really hurts. But Trevor Siemian has had competent play at the quarterback position in the NFL. And I'm going to go throw up after this podcast for saying that. But
thank you.
What I've been trying to tell people, we saw it with Cooper Rush last year. We've seen it with other backup quarterbacks. When they come in, offensive coordinators are going to put in one read. They're going to make the read, and they're going to throw it to that guy. They're going to throw it to their primary option. And on the Jets, the primary, secondary, tertiary option is Garrett Wilson. So I think when they get off of Zach Wilson, which will be soon, this is probably his last chance. And you got to hold out there. You got to hope that they get a different quarterback, because if not, I think the locker's going to there's going to be a mutiny if they keep Zach Wilson at quarterback.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Can Tim Boyle be worse?
I know, for real.
Can he be worse? Can he be fucking worse? They could call me. I'll go down there. I'll just throw that bitch up. I'll be like, fuck it. Garrett Wilson's there somewhere. Fuck it.
What's up, Shane? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? I traded Kirk and Brees for Mixon and D-Hop. My team is Hurts, AJ, DJ, Judy, DK, Saquon, Brees, JT, Laporta. Who won the trade?
Interesting. Okay. Well, if it's redraft, I don't mind getting off Brees.
Redraft, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with. I think it's probably lateral when it's all said and done.
Oh, Kirk Cousins.
Oh, it's Kirk Cousins. If it's one QB, that's a fucking slam fucking dunk.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's one QB redraft, congratulations. You sold high on Kirk. You sold Kirk Cousins at the highest possible fucking time you could.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
That's a massive win. I think Brees and Mixon, they're probably equivalents.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been so fucking low on Mixon, man. But what confidence do we have in the Jets offense with Zach Wilson at the helm? So
nothing. I'd rather not talk about it too much on here.
I thought Mixon looked okay on Monday night.
I thought
he had some bursts that I didn't see there before. And D-Hop, D-Hop's going to have a bunch of 7 catches for 55 yards. So take the 12.5 points and hallelujah.
So we got a little crystal ball action. Do we see CJ Stroud and Jordan Love finishing as top 15 quarterbacks at the end of the season?
CJ Stroud, yes. Jordan Love, no.
Why?
I think a combination of the Packers, when fantasy playoffs come into play, it's going to be very hard to throw in the snow. And I think it's going to be his first foray into it a little bit. He might have seen a little bit at Utah State, but I think that's a bit of an adjustment period. And as the year goes on, I think the Packers are going to emphasize more and more trying to run the ball. His offensive line, we look at this Thursday night against the Lions. He's down his best 2 linemen. He's down Bakhtiari and he's down Elgin Jenkins. That leads me to believe that they're going to run the ball more to protect him. He does have a little bit of wiggle. He runs a little bit, not in a Lamar Hurts way, more of like in a Watson kind of way. But I just think CJ Stroud is that guy, man. And shout out Flo. Flojo called it. Stroud is the best quarterback in the draft, and it sure looks like it. I still have Anthony Richardson as the fantasy 101 out of that draft, out of the quarterbacks, but Stroud looks the part, man. He's the way that he's just processing defenses. He's getting it out to the open guy. He spreads it out all over the place. He has a weak division. He'll be in warmer weather come fantasy time.
Mm-hmm.
And when those divisional games pop up later in the season, they're either indoors or they're in warm weather. So I have more confidence in Stroud maintaining top 15 status than I do Jordan Love.
Dope.
Yeet.
Yeah. I think I'm. What is that? What is over?
Put the gun down.
I saw you with the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life.
Put the gun down, David.
It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
Not till you give me the
What's
gun.
in the fucking box?
Give me the gun.
What's in the Box is a segment of this podcast that talks to you about players that we want to take the bag and sell high on. So what's in the fucking box today, JT?
H-Han.
Yes. H-Han is the fucking box. It's the kit, the caboodle, all of it.
Now, I'm not saying... No, I think Mostert has a more defined role.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think has a more defined role there in Dynasty for sure. But it's tough to move Mostert because you're not going to get the same package. You can't sell age with him. With H-Han, you can sell age. You could be like, this is the new, RB1 for the rest of the year.
Hot shit.
So And I think, there's just such a variety of factors that came into play here for Miami to emphasize the run. No Waddle. Waddle didn't play. So that takes away one receiving threat. And also, they're playing Denver. I think everybody's going to set career bests against Denver. I can't wait for Kansas City to play them. Oh, my God. They might hang 70 on them.
They may just have Chad Henne come out of retirement so Patrick Mahomes doesn't risk to get hurt.
Yeah, because Blaine Gabbert sucks booty hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm probably moving off of him there. Quarterbacks, we already saw someone trade Kirk Cousins. I think it's a good time to trade Kirk Cousins.
In Dynasty, I'm looking to sell James Conner.
100%. You should be able to get a late 1, early 2 for him right now. I saw Connor and a second go for Jackson Smith and Jigba. So I thought that was I was like, whoa, that's hey. It's kind of a big move there. Excuse me.
Like selling if you're not contending this year, if you don't think you're going to be able to contend and you're 0-3 and you got Devontae Adams, I'd probably sell him too.
Oh, I mean, it's a big sell sign here. I mean, he's coming off a 40-point week. I don't see him as a mandatory sell, though. I think he's good for another year, man.
I mean, yeah, but if you're rebuilding, I mean, are you going to be great in 1 year? Why not get? I mean, he could turn into DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, maybe. I'm probably selling Mike Evans, though. Mike Evans is probably someone I'm looking to sell high on. He's always a hamstring injury away from missing 4 weeks. And I think defenses are going to start keying on him, and they're going to force Baker to take underneath routes and just say, fuck it, you have to beat us this way.
What's up, SM? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Kittle or Laporta this week?
Kittle.
Yep.
Laporta has a tough matchup with Green Bay on a short week. He's a rookie tight end. I'm not crazy about rookies on short weeks. I like Laporta, but if I have Kittle, I'm probably going to roll Kittle.
Is Madison and Algier for Sanders too much? I would have Bijan, Javonte, and Sanders. I would not give up Algier if you have Bijan.
I would take Algier over Madison and Sanders. So, and that might be a hot take. I don't know. I just think
standard league, I'm starting both Bijan and Algier.
I think Algier is he only got 30% of snaps this week, but I don't think that's going to be the case moving forward. I think we'll still see 60-40, 55-45 kind of split there. I think Madison's 1 fumble away from losing his job, and I'm just not a big Miles Sanders guy.
Yeah.
So yes, the answer is yes. I also you got to keep Algier there. He's a flexible player, and he gives you Bijan insurance. Who's a running back you would take Madison and Algier for? I think is an interesting question. Like
I would take, like, if I was trading away Madison and Algier.
Yeah. Like Travis Etienne. That jumps off I would snap that.
I mean, of course. I'd take Najee.
Interesting. That's probably a trade you could get done right now. Mostert. That's a tough one,
bro. I really I mean, yes, he has the more defined role, but remember, week 4 is when it really starts to get serious, because last year, and not last year, but the year before, I'll just never forget it. I called it. It was like Sam Darnold was like QB3 for the first 3 weeks, right? And then this is just one example, and then just not CMC gets hurt, whatever, and all everything, all hell breaks loose. But weeks 4, 5, and 6 are the contender and pretender weeks, where we see people in fantasy football either start tanking or start actually living up to what they've been doing this season so far. So it's hard to it's hard to trade away Algier, who also has kind of a defined role and is younger. And I just don't the injury risk, like I guess you got to risk it for the biscuit with Mostert, but I don't know if I'm trying to risk it that much.
I think here I would probably look to move like Madison for Pacheco. I think that's a
like
trade that I would try to look for. Maybe if you had to add a little bit to Madison to get Pacheco, I think that's a sneaky pickup you could probably work on. I don't think he has a inflated market because you could just easily be like, they played the Bears, man. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Zach Moss for Madison probably makes sense there. I would be looking to probably get off Javonte and Sanders, try to find other candidates there.
Yeah, he said, I'm trying to keep Algier, Javonte, and Bijan, trying to get another RB to accent bye weeks.
Sure. Yeah, Pacheco stands out. You could probably get Gainwell on a suppressed market because everyone thinks Swift is the guy. And I'm banking. I would bank on Swift getting hurt again. Maybe you could get Brian Robinson out of those guys. Brian Robinson's probably a candidate I would look at just from the standpoint they played the Bills, man, and they just got washed out. I think Robinson's going to have a secure role moving forward. Hell, you could even probably pick up Demont on the injury, right? Trade a week. Yeah. Probably send Madison and pick up Montgomery and trade a week.
I mean, I would do that in a heartbeat for sure. I mean, you could maybe. I mean, I would for those two. If you could package those two and get Gibbs, that would be. I mean,
no. If anyone who drafted Gibbs is like, they're gonna ride. They're gonna ride that into the ground. They're gonna crash. They're gonna crash and burn. Those aren't guys that are gonna get moved.
Going down with the ship, baby.
100%. They're gonna fucking crash and burn there.
Hey, you rock too, my man. All right, so you got any more?
Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams. There's that. That's
yes, yeah.
Especially coming. I think Cincinnati has a good defense, and I think he'll be better moving forward.
Well, and Stafford was looking at him in the passing game too.
Yeah. I think that's a guy that I'd probably look at. What's in the box? Well, I think I said Justin Fields last week for Dynasty, I think.
Yeah.
It's probably too late to move him now. You're probably just stuck with him now. So who am I going to curse this week? Maybe Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel's probably someone I'm speculatively selling. With Ayuk coming back, I think I don't think he's going to see the same volume. And I'm not looking to like give him away. I'm just trying to sell at a peak. I already said Mike Evans. Tyler Lockett's someone that I'm looking to take the bag for right now because I do think, at some point JSN, we have to keep in mind the guy's hurt. Jackson Smith and Jigba's hurt. Eventually, at some point this season, he will not be hurt. So that's someone I'm probably looking to take the bag on there. Hey, look at that. There's the guy.
Hey, what up, Sev? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Chase,
Jerome Ford. How about Jerome Ford?
I'd probably sell high on Jerome Ford.
Yeah.
Chase is wondering start 2. Achane, Javonte, Miles Sanders.
I mean, it's really hard not to start Achane at this point. Who's Carolina have this week?
Isn't it Vikings?
Minnesota. Wow. Yeah, I got to go Sanders. That's Sanders.
Yeah.
Sanders and Achane. And now I don't know why I didn't see before, but that probably answers the other question, for Tequila Wolf. You probably don't want to sell Sanders this week. You want to keep him because they're going to have to run the ball.
Well, he's trying to get Sanders.
Oh, he's trying to get Sanders.
Yeah.
Madison straight up should do it, but Yeah, no. Goodbye there on Sanders then for this week, but you want to instantly reflip him.
Yeah.
He's going to go for like 20 this week and then reflip him.
Flex, Jahmyr Gibbs, Garrett Wilson, Tank Dell, half PPR.
Oh my God, this is how far Garrett's fallen. Look what they did to my boy. I am so sad.
Bro, I'm going down with the ship too. Fucking Garrett Wilson, baby. If Monty plays, Garrett Wilson. If he doesn't, I'm going Jahmyr Gibbs.
Who the fuck do the Jets play this week? I've like banned
the Chiefs.
All right, Garrett Wilson. I believe Garrett Wilson. Who the fuck do the Chiefs have as in the secondary? Who's going to stop Garrett Wilson? It's going to be a cheap touchdown late.
And Zach Wilson is going to have to just air the ball out. Like, you're playing the Chiefs, you have to throw the ball deep.
Where's Tanya Harding's boyfriend? Can someone just, get him on the phone so he could take care of Zach Wilson? Like,
hopefully Travis Kelce just like is too enamored by Taylor Swift and he just drops every pass that's thrown to him or like hits the ball and we intercept it.
I don't. Oh, you're talking about winning. I'm just talking about Garrett Wilson having a good fantasy week.
I'm talking about everything.
We're gonna lose by like 30. I hope you know. We're gonna get. There's gonna be a lot of blank spaces.
Trade away Mixon, Connor, and London for Pollard and Ayuk.
If you can afford to be down a starter, yes. And in Dynasty, this would be an absolute yes. But I'd probably make that move. I think Tony Pollard has out of those two, I'd rather have Pollard over those two running backs, and I'd rather have Ayuk over London. Yeah. That's give me that.
Yeah, Chase is wondering what trade value do I have for Dell and Achane? Well, Achane's value is never going to be higher right now. And then for Tank Dell, I think it's pretty damn high as well. I would capitalize if you can trade away Dell and Achane right now. I mean, I would. In redraft.
I think I'm a little tepid on selling Tank Dell more so than I am Achane, just from the standpoint of, he's a smaller running back. The holes aren't going to be that big every week. In fact, we're going to see it against Buffalo. And he has Mostert in the backfield. I guess the angle is Mostert's injury history. You got to keep Achane. Look, if someone wants to sell, buy high on them from you, then you entertain it. If not, fucking you won. You found them in round 12. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Or you picked them up off waivers. Sometimes you just bag the win, man. I really think I think those are two really massive wins. And shout out to everybody who drafted Tank Dell late because it says Nathaniel Dell. Who the fuck is Nathaniel? Oh, fuck, that's Tank Dell. Fuck.
Oh, God, I'm going to have diarrhea again. It's okay. Mom, bathroom.
Oh, that's a big boy, isn't he?
Welcome to the Eat Shit and Die segment of the Fantasy Shot Callers Live. This is where we go over trades that are really bad. And feel free to put in trades that you were offered too, and we can laugh and cry and have fun with each other. So my first Eat Shit and Die I got today, redraft. I would get Jerick McKinnon and Ezekiel Elliott for Javonte Williams.
You get Jerick McKinnon and Zeke for Javonte in Dynasty?
No, redraft. Don't just shut the fuck up. It's eat shit.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's an eat shit and die at all.
How?
What part of the Denver offense do you want?
Javonte Williams and Cortland Sutton.
All right. I don't think that's an eat shit and die. I think that's kind of between a polite no thank you and a crack kills.
This one I think is more of a crack kills. Dynasty, obviously, Brock Purdy and Allen Robinson for Mixon, Dotson, and a 24-second early. I want to just preface.
You get Brock Purdy?
Yeah. I want to preface
Uh-oh.
that if you try to send me Allen Robinson, I would just it's eat shit and die.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a lot for Brock Purdy. I like Brock Purdy. I
Me
like
too.
him a lot, but I mean, yeah, that's a lot. And you could argue you have all three of those things valued over him. Maybe not the definitely not the early second, but you could argue you have Mixon over Purdy, and you being a Dotson stand, I'm sure you have Dotson over Purdy still.
I mean, if
Straight
I
up,
could,
it's Purdy.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'd probably trade Dotson in a mid-second for Purdy.
Sure. Yeah, I would do it early second in Dotson. That's just me. I'm a big believer in Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Um,
What's up, Ray? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Start Damian Pierce for Steelers with more healthy O-line. Montgomery versus Packers. Christian Kirk versus Falcons, or Dobbs versus Lions. Standard.
standard. You're playing in a standard lead. Holy shit. Yikes. Oh man.
Am I crazy to say Dobbs versus Lions?
I was gonna go Kirk
Versus AJ Terrell and Jesse Bates? Or you think AJ Terrell's on Calvin Ridley?
Yeah. Ridley's the focus there.
Yeah.
And it's in London, so they're probably they want as much point. The NFL wants points. So it's going to be in favor of the offenses. All the calls are going to be in favor of the offenses there. They want to see points. Man, I'm probably going Christian Kirk. Not feeling great about it.
Yeah,
I have Kirk 1, Pierce 2, Dobbs 3, Montgomery 4, and that's just because I don't think David Montgomery is going to play.
Yeah, I really like Dobbs. I mean, but I understand what you're saying about Christian Kirk. That makes a lot of sense. So
Yeah.
I roll with Christian Kirk. I will heed my seat.
You ready for my eat shit and die?
Yes.
I get Matthew Stafford. I send out Keenan Allen.
You send Keenan Allen?
I send out Keenan Allen, and I get Matthew fucking Stafford, who I'm high on. I love Matthew Stafford, but
This is redraft?
no, it's Dynasty. But still. No. Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I countered Lockett for Stafford, which I thought was fair.
That is pretty fair.
Right.
What's up, PVG? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? What do you think about a Devontae Smith for Patrick Mahomes trade? I have Trevor Lawrence now, and my wide receivers are Reek, Ayuk, Gabe Davis, Jacoby Myers, OBJ, and Palmer. 10-team half PPR. I personally would not panic on Trevor Lawrence just yet. And if you only have Reek and Ayuk, I like Jacoby Myers and Palmer, but OBJ and Gabe Davis, well, OBJ is just OBJ. Gabe Davis is super hit or miss, boom bust, like to the fullest.
Yeah, no, that's a smash. That's a smash. Especially if it's one. It has to be one QB, because if it was super flex, this isn't even a question. Yeah, no, 100%. 10 times out of 10, I'm taking Devontae Smith.
Yeah. Puka and Ertz for Godwin and Laporta.
I'm not trading Puka there. I think Puka is the best player out of those four.
Same.
I have another eat shit and die.
Do it.
This is a doozy.
Okay.
Dynasty, full PPR.
Okay.
I send out Devontae Smith and Josh Downs. I get back Debo Samuel, Jerome Ford, and Kareem Hunt. That might be a crack kills. But I'm hanging up the phone. You want the Slim Reaper from me, you got to pay wide receiver 1 prices.
Wait, so Debo, Ford, and Hunt, right?
Debo, Ford, and Hunt. I send out Devontae and Josh Downs.
Yeah,
Try to sneak in Josh Downs there too, who he had a good week.
12 targets. 12 targets is a good week.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
Like they're gonna go down a little bit, but 12 targets still a big week.
I thought the game didn't look too fast for him. I think he
played with Drake May too, right?
Yeah. I think he's a sneaky buy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a sneaky buy right now.
I'm picking him up in redraft for sure.
Is he still available?
You fucking look away. Don't do that to me. Damn it, Yankees. No one cares. You lose. No, wrong league.
He's got to be available.
No, he's not. Not in our league.
Well, that fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the Yankees won. Garrett Cole's
did?
going to win this. They're going to win the Cy Young.
Nice. Start Madison or Tyler Lockett, full PPR.
Tyler Lockett.
Yep. What's up, Kate? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Shout out Ranker too. Go follow him on Instagram. What do you think about trading Ken Walker and Godwin for a higher tier RB? Someone like Barkley, Pollard, or McCaffrey?
Well, I think Ken Walker is a higher tier.
I was just going to say the same thing.
I would only do that for McCaffrey. I'd rather have Kenneth Walker over Pollard and Barkley.
Same. I mean, he's just heating up. I mean, he's beast.
Charbonnet looked all right. Did you see him absolutely destroy someone's life on the goal line?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my Lord, that person. Want to see a dead body?
Gotta see that. What's up, Trey? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? I'm wondering who I should play in my flex. I got Aaron Jones, Miles Sanders, or Tyler Lockett.
Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
The only week
JT will say to play Miles is this week.
Playing the fucking Vikings, who can't stop the run.
Let's see.
I'm probably going to eat those words.
Right. If you haven't already, please smash that like and smash that subscribe. It goes a lot further than you think. Trey's running backs this week are Alvin Kamara and Kyron Williams.
Okay.
I don't know about starting Alvin. Would you start Alvin this week?
Against Tampa? Yes. I mean, well, yes. Yeah. I mean, look, it's hard to judge because like Todd Bowles is typically strong against the run.
Mm-hmm.
I would monitor Vita Vea's status. If Vita Vea is like a full participant throughout the week, then I would probably start to think about starting somebody else. But if he's like limited or out or compromised in any kind of way, I'd start him with confidence. Vita Vea is a big factor there.
Huge.
Just Miles Sanders has a good matchup, man. I mean,
Ranker's asking, do you think Eckler will play? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to play this week either.
Does he have a contract? Does he have a contract?
I don't think so.
I don't think he's playing then.
Ray's asking, trade Moss, Damian Pierce, and Watson for Waddle. This person's starting RBs are Gibson and Sanders. Already have Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Amari Cooper. Yeah, for sure.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't even read the rest. Yes. Break your phone hitting yes.
Yes. Metcalf, this would help. My entire lineup would be solid if Yeah,
I think Waddle would help any lineup. Yeah, if you could buy that piece of the Miami offense, Bills up, or fins up, baby. Dude, I might just become a fucking Dolphin fan, man. This is just.
What's up, Sarp? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Should I send Tua, MT, Puka, and Kenneth to my friend for Olave, Ayuk, and Mixon?
Should I send Tua, MT, Puka?
It's a mouthful. I'll be right back.
You gotta go poopy. Well, I'm assuming it's one QB redraft. I'm assuming that's Kenneth Walker. You know what? Yeah, yeah, I'm probably doing that. I'm probably making that trade. I would say yes to that start. Olave is a fun scoop. Ayuk and Mixon. Now, the only thing I would kind of caution about this a little bit is you got to monitor health here. Like if Carr is out, I don't know if I want to buy Olave this week. I might want to wait a week. Ayuk as well. I don't know if Ayuk's 100% healthy. And Mixon, you could probably confidently buy. But if you're giving up a Kenneth Walker there, that's a really big piece. I think Puka's probably still gonna be in the range of Olave and Ayuk there. Michael Thomas is kind of, he's a wide receiver 3-4 at this point. And Tua, it's probably a good week to sell Tua, but I was saying he might want to wait a week to buy Olave and Ayuk there. You might be able to get them at a little bit of a depressed price next week, especially because Ayuk's hurt. Olave might not have Carr. I think I might want to wait a week on buying those guys.
I really hate selling Kenneth Walker right now.
Yeah, no. Kenneth Walker is just, I think he's going to absolutely destroy the Giants.
Yeah. Ranker's wondering who is a running back to target. Thinking of trading Lockett, Garrett Wilson, or DJ Moore. We've
Walker.
been, yeah, obviously, yeah. I don't think we get Kenneth Walker for them. He's weak at RB. He had Chubb. I would look at. I mean, we kind of talked about this earlier. I would look
Pacheco.
at Pacheco. I would look at Najee personally.
Yeah, Najee's a good buy. Jacobs, maybe Josh Jacobs.
I mean, Brees too.
Yeah.
So you're looking for those RB2s that haven't really excelled yet this year, and
Sanders.
Yeah, Sanders could be and then flip him. But yeah, just to name a few. Let's see. Hopefully Saquon plays. Yeah.
I don't think you want him to play.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't.
If he plays, I'll be looking to buy him for pennies because it's not going to look good.
No. Trade away Sutton and Monty for Ramondre. Yes, in an instantly. What do you mean that fucking face?
Depends.
What do you? What part of that offense do you want?
I think Cortland Sutton's going to get the ball. That defense can't stop anybody.
For Ramondre?
I'm not a big Ramondre guy.
I know, but come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Give me that. Give me that.
What could I try to get with two of these players? Laporta, Miles Sanders, Aaron Jones, or Tyler Lockett? Well, I'd suggest to wait until after this week and then sell Miles Sanders.
Yeah, I'd probably wait to sell Sanders after.
You could probably sell Laporta and Tyler Lockett for something. Everyone's on Laporta's ass right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean you're probably gonna have to target guys that have an easier schedule moving forward. Maybe you could get, I don't know. You got to target a wide receiver who's getting a healthy target share and has disappointed at a high ADP. So I don't know. Who can you see? Lockett's one of those guys that nobody wants, but he produces.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could get like a Marquise Brown. Hollywood Brown is someone you could get for Lockett and Laporta. That might be shooting a little bit too low. Maybe you could try to buy Devontae Smith on the off week. Someone might just be like, "Oh, they're just going to throw it to AJ Brown." I feel like Amari Cooper might be gettable there.
I mean, you could probably get T. Higgins, to be honest.
You think you could get T. Higgins for Lockett and Laporta?
Yeah, bro. Everyone is talking about Laporta, and everyone's going to be disappointed when they find out he's still a rookie tight end.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and Jamison Williams is coming back. Cooper or Amon-Ra rest this season?
Yeah, I don't think that.
Full PPR 10 team. My team is Hurts, Diggs, Puka, Connor, Kenneth Walker, Goddard, Godwin. Currently trading Pollard for Keenan Allen and Jacoby Myers. Any moves I could make to get better?
Trade Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would trade Tony Pollard, though.
I don't know, bro. I don't think Keenan Allen's stopping this year.
Oh, yeah, especially with Mike Williams out.
Yeah, and
But they were
Jacoby
playing
Myers,
Minnesota. Minnesota has no defense.
it doesn't matter.
Honey Badger don't care.
What's up, Super CMB? I live in LA. Los Angeles.
If you give me $5, I'll tell you his address.
Don't you fucking do that. Actually do. Why not? It could be fun. Well, last chance. Throw in any questions or we're going to get out of here.
Give me that.
We are here Wednesdays, 8 a.m., 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We do previews. We do recaps week to week, fantasy football season, and we may even go year round. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. It's becoming a routine. What's up, Javier? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Trade ETN and Jacoby Myers for Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, and Garrett Wilson. Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
You're saying yes?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. I think it's conceivable that ETN and Aaron Jones finish within a couple spots of each other, and I'm not willing to start Jacoby Myers over Garrett Wilson, so I'll take the shot on Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that. You got a dog?
No, it's just the noises of the neighborhood.
Give me that. Fucking Edgar.
All right, y'all. Well, appreciate y'all stopping by. Come back next Wednesday. Good luck in fantasy football. Follow us on Instagram, Fantasy Shot Callers and JT Cubano. And then also on TikTok. Like and subscribe to this podcast. We are here. We do it for the people. We got Monday's super safe space for you to talk about your fantasy triumphs and woes and get drunk with the boys. 7:00. Fantasy football guy or fantasy football big guy and Brother Fox. So y'all know what it is. Fantasy is life. You know it's a vibe. And put that code on Sleeper Shot Callers. Double your deposit. Peace and love, y'all. Catch
Up to
y'all
$100.
Up
Give
to
me that.
$100. Give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that.